there's about to be not one, but two new streaming boxes hitting the market. Let's see what Apple and Sonos are planning for the streaming box showdown. Before we break down all the latest leaks, if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. Streaming. It's how we all watch TV these days. And there are quite a few options out there, from absolutely terrible TV interfaces to dongles and boxes like Fire Stick, Google TV, and Apple TV. In 2025, there are going to be two massive new entrants, and that includes Sonos, who has been consistently hard at work on its first set-top box. It'll be the second new product category for the company after the Sonos Ace headphones. I love those, by the way, and if you want to see my detailed comparison to Apple's AirPods Max, check out the video that I've linked here. But then we have Apple, who is set to release an update on the Apple TV 4K. I'm going to break down what we know and how they both plan to stand out. Starting with Sonos. This one has me anxiously excited. I say that because I'm obviously a steadfast Apple fan. Not because I'm a generic fanboy, but because I love good tech. Until now, there's been nothing better than the Apple TV 4K. Plus, it works so well with my smart home and other Apple products. But I'm also a big Sonos fan. So I'm anxious because what Sonos has cooking sounds pretty darn tempting and may spur me away from the Apple TV. Much of this reporting comes from Chris Welch over at The Verge. He's got an inside line at Sonos and has been breaking a bunch of news on the topic. According to him, the Sonos streaming box he's seen is a small, flattened square, barely larger than a deck of cards. Honestly, it sounds like a sharper Sonos version of what Apple TV kind of looks like. Unlike Apple TV, the Sonos box will have multiple HDMI ports and will be able to act as an HDMI switch. So you can plug in your PS5, Blu-ray player, Switch, all that into the Sonos box and use it to move between them. Part of the reason behind this is for the audio, Sonos's bread and butter. See, Sonos will be able to cast directly from the box to its litany of smart speakers. This should reduce the issues with audio dropping out or being delayed and out of sync when used with different streaming boxes or TVs, which has been a widely reported issue. Sonos literally is saying, let's cut out the streaming boxes and TV manufacturers and fix this whole audio thing ourselves here. Plus, it answers another request from Sonos users. They can reduce the reliance on a soundbar and instead let customers create a genuine surround sound with other Sonos speakers. The example Chris gave was setting up just two front channels with a pair of Era 300s. It's also said to support Gigabit Ethernet and Wi-Fi 7 for super strong connectivity. Getting into the software, a streaming box is a bit outside Sonos' scope of its traditional work. To help facilitate things, it's partnered with a digital ad firm. The Trade Desk is working on the core OS and is negotiating with app companies, while Sonos works on the interface and hardware. The interface has been described as beautiful, and its killer feature will be something like the Apple TV app, where it'll bring in content from all the different streaming platforms, including a unified search between them all. Apple did a really good job on this, but there's notably been one major holdout: Netflix. Even last week, it seemed things were finally going to turn around here. People saw a prompt in the Netflix app on Apple TV to be able to add to the TV app watch list. Literally, within minutes of this happening, a report said that this feature was being pulled. Then Netflix really dropped the hammer, saying that this was an accident and they never intended to support this feature. Okay, honestly, I don't buy that. It just seems really fishy. How do you accidentally build out a feature and accidentally release it? I don't know. Tell me your conspiracy theories down below in the comments, because I feel like maybe this is still happening and they just released it early. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. What was most shocking to me was the rumored price. This thing is rumored to be between $200 and $400, outpricing the Apple TV 4K, even the high-end version. Still, if Sonos can nail the UI, the hardware, and get everyone playing together, this could be the go-to for cinephiles, which is a big target for Apple. So how will Apple TV 4K get updated to compete? It's definitely an uphill battle. The Apple TV already has quite capable hardware. I did an entire long-form video breaking down the rumors for Apple TV, so if you want more details, go check that out. In a lot of the ways, the new Apple TV already feels behind. It'll be using Apple's own wireless chip, but only increasing to Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 7 is the big one, and it won't be getting it. The processor will also get boosted, improving the gaming aspect, and likely adding support for Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence will be the killer feature in my opinion. Imagine a much better AI-powered suggestion engine for finding new content. Search actually working as expected, because right now it's pretty terrible. You'd be able to get more information on shows and movies, ask more detailed questions, and be able to have better control over your smart home. Speaking of which, that's an edge for Apple. Apple TV acts as a home hub, using AI to process video for subject detection and HomeKit secure video, and enabling remote connectivity. It's all very secure and encrypted. There is currently no word on if Sonos even plans to support Matter, like both the Apple TV and Google TV streamers do. If you have a smart home, Apple may have a big edge here. Both of these new devices are expected this year, so it's going to be a big showdown between them. Let me know which of these sounds more enticing to you down below in the comments. Otherwise, subscribe for the latest Apple news, and I'll catch you in the next video.